evening, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying a new setup tonight. If you're on, could you let me know if you can hear me? I don't know if I've like muffled my microphone. Oh. Right, there we go. Okay, that should be okay. Oh, I can't believe that it's Wednesday again. Hi Jamie, thank you. You're supposed to be sleeping, by the way. Sleep for you. Alright, so last week I know was a pretty pathetic excuse of a vlog because I was on holidays, but I'm glad that I still made the effort to obviously catch up with you guys and tune in and let you know how everything was going. It's a little bit later tonight because I know for the last 5 weeks we've been lucky and I've been able to do the early vlogs, but tonight I worked late and I couldn't change that, so I'm assuming most of you will just watch this tomorrow. I will still upload it to my YouTube channel as well, so you can watch it there and I'll link it tomorrow. So thanks Jamie. Cool, so I don't even really know where to start this week because like I know I say this every week, like welcome to the new followers, thank you for following, thank you for all your beautiful comments and your messages. Like I feel like I end up repeating myself most weeks because there is so many new people, and that's why I made my YouTube channel, because I want people to be able to go back and obviously see everything from the start. So welcome to everyone that is new. There is over 200 of you now. When I started this page, there was 12 of you, so there is a lot more people, and like my vlog will start for 24 hours and like over almost like 100 people end up viewing it by the end of that 24 hours, and on YouTube I've had like over 200 watches on some of my videos, so that's it's really cool. I'm glad that it's kind of working. Anyway, so basically I'm just going to do the same as what I always do. I'll give you guys a weekly catch up on how I am traveling. I'm due for my period, so my body is a little bit inflamed at the moment, only by a couple of 100 grams, so I'm not like worried about it at all because like 12 weeks in, like I kind of know what's going on now. So basically I went to Melbourne, as most of you know. I took my scales, I took everything that I needed, and I made sure like I stayed as like perfect as I could. The Friday we went to Daylesford was such a great day because it was like the last day of me being on the protocol for like 69, it was like 10 weeks, so that was like a massive achievement. And even though I knew that I would obviously be staying in phase forever, so introducing food still and still getting to know my body, I was like, you know what, like no, I've worked really, really hard and I'm not going to go out and just splurge and just ruin that. But we found this amazing little organic pizza bar that did gluten-free pizza, and most of you seen the stupid photo that I posted, typical Hayley photo. So I did, like I had the gluten-free pizza and I struggled to eat it all, but like it was amazing, obviously. But I felt like really tired and really drained the next day because I'd had carbs for the first time in 10 weeks. So definitely not where you want to be. But as far as my belly and stuff goes, I was fine. Like I literally didn't have any bloating. I didn't have any cramps or anything. And I was so amazed at like what my body was doing. Oh, hi Jules. I get so excited when all these new people join because like you guys come back every single week and it's literally amazing. So I'm like fangirling right now because one of my biggest inspirations just joined. So hello and thank you so much for watching. Cool, so yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm like staying on track. I've had some really big things happen in the last couple of weeks, and like I can't wait to share these things with you guys and like see everything moving forward, because I'm just like, I don't know, such a different person now. I feel like I've literally had a brain transplant or something. Like I'm going back to work this week and all I wanted to do was focus on my food. Like I wanted to make sure that I had my food under control and that everything was like going right, and I still had in the back of my head that I was on the program and that I'm doing this and that I can only eat these foods and that I can have this and I still have to eat at a certain times a day, and it made me realize that like that's my new way of life now. Like that's what I'm going to be doing. That's how I'm going to be living the rest of my life, is basically focusing on myself, focusing on what makes me feel good, and like basically what my body needs. So it's amazing. So I'm not going to be able to be serious if you write the cutest little comments. Thank you though. So basically what I wanted to chat about this week was a little bit of a mix of positive reinforcement and a little bit of mindset and gratitude. And basically, I know positive reinforcement might mean something different to every person individually, but to me, positive reinforcement it's a few different things for myself. It's how you implement it into your day that's going to obviously give you like the best benefits of it. And for me, positive reinforcement is a huge thing because most of you know when I first started I was very negative, like confidence was like completely shot and I was so scared to even sit here and talk to you all, but it's just been the best thing that I could have done. So positive reinforcement to me is basically like waking up in the morning, knowing what I need to do, making sure that I stick on track, and like rewarding myself positively instead of giving myself those negative things, like, you know, telling myself that I did the wrong thing because I went to bed a little bit late, or, you know, like the other night when I did a workout, it was 10 o'clock at night and I went to bed and was saying to myself, like, you know, I just lost half an hour of sleep, but at the same time, I just did a workout. As where probably like 6 months ago, if that had been me, I would have been like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, I just lost an hour of sleep. I'm gonna be so grumpy tomorrow. So for me, it's been completely changing my mindset. And I'm going to speak about Jules a little bit later because she basically just pours gratitude, and I absolutely like thrive every single day to see her posts come up and see her little gratitudinal like moments that come up, because it just makes me realize that it is such a big thing to focus on, because like if you're not grateful for the things that are happening around you and like you're not being positive about certain things that can be a positive and not a negative all the time, then like you're just never going to get anywhere. And it's been a huge thing for me to retune my brain into that sync, because like my partner will tell everyone, like, I was just the biggest negative Nancy. I found a negative answer for everything. Every single excuse was always on the negative side. I never was able to put like a positive spin on it. So that's been a huge thing for me. The biggest thing for me as well is like, you never know what someone's going through. Like, I sit here and speak to you guys every week and I'm super honest. Like, if I've had a shit week, like, I'll tell you guys. Like, you guys know that it's not all rainbows and butterflies. Like, it is hard. It is such hard work. And to get up out of bed every single day, make sure I've prepped my food and know like what I need to do. Like, that's, for me, it's not hard as in like, oh my God, it's hard work, but I've chosen that to be my hard thing because I want that to be my biggest motivation. I want to make it so that those things that are hard for me motivate me and push me to make them become the easiest thing in my life, because they should be that. Like, I know that now. But, you know, I want to also speak about the whole, like, gay marriage voting thing that's coming up soon. And, like, if you get offended by that, like, I'm really, really sorry. But, like, I have, like, friends of the family that are basically uncles that are gay that I would love to see get married one day, and I will be voting yes. And I just think the last few weeks I've seen a lot of people posting probably more negative things than positive things, and I'm like literally freaking out. Like, one of my friends posted this thing on Facebook the other day and it was so hilarious. He goes, so I walked into Coles today and I wanted to buy a calendar, and they're all 2017 calendars, but I wanted a 2018 calendar. And he's like, so I walked up to the cashier and was like, why do you guys only sell 2017 calendars? And she's like, because that's the year that we're in. And he was like, but if that's the year that we're in, then why the fuck isn't gay marriage legalized yet? Like, why are we still living back like 50 years ago when these things just weren't a thing? And it just made me realize that like these people that you walk past every single day that you don't know, that, you know, like have a daunt look on their face, like they don't want to smile, they don't want to look around, like you don't know what's happening to them. Like, they could be one of these people that is so scared to like come out and be who they are because they're worried about what us as the public think. Like, it doesn't affect our life. It does not affect you if the person next to you wants to marry someone of the same sex. Like, it literally does not affect our life. And like, I could sit here and talk about it for hours, but I'm not going to. I just wanted everyone to know that like, I will post about these things and I will speak about them because I have lots of friends that are gay or lesbian, and it doesn't bother me. It's never bothered me or affected me. So I don't see why it should anyone else. And I know that people have their own, like, you know, views and stuff on it, and I'll always respect that. I will respect everyone's opinions, just like I want you guys to respect mine. So I guess my point is that you don't know what's happening to the people around you, and, you know, it's basically you could be negative about everything, and you could be horrible to someone. You can make a rude comment because of the way that someone looks or the way that someone speaks, but you don't know what they're going through. Like, they could have just been diagnosed with something. Someone in their family could have just passed away. Like, they may have just lost their job. They might not even be able to like feed their family. Like, no one ever knows. And I guess I didn't want to bring this up, but I guess where this is coming from is that, like, I still do cop a lot of negative things by going public with my vlog, and like it's a little bit upsetting because I get messages from people that are like, oh, you just all of a sudden just assume that like you're like a health fanatic, or that like you're a personal trainer, or like you're this and that, and I'm like, no, like, when have I ever said that? I've never ever said that. I've never ever implemented anything. I've never made myself look to be better than anyone else. And to be honest, I don't really give a shit what anyone's saying, because at the end of the day, I'm the one that's getting up and like pushing my grind every single day so that I can like live a better life and be happy and be healthier. And if I want to give someone advice, or if I'm inspiring someone and they ask me how I do it or what I'm doing, and like if I can help sort of like coach them along, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to give someone the best advice that I can. I'll never tell anyone what to do, or like how to choose what they do, and like what products to use and this, that and the other. Like, I don't endorse anything. If I speak about something, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm speaking about it because it's worked for me and I really, really enjoy it. Things don't work for everyone, and like everyone should know that. So just wanted to put that out there, that you never know what is going on in the back of everyone's mind. Everyone has their own views and opinions, I get that, but sometimes things are best left like kept to themselves. Other things, well, like, I'm going to speak about it anyway. So I appreciate everyone's little like bits and pieces on that. So as far as like mindset and gratitude goes, like, I'm still working on myself. I'm still trying to push myself to be more confident every day. And I've got to a point where I was like, I'm wearing smaller clothes. I'm looking in the mirror and feeling confident and comfortable with what I see. But as soon as I go out in public, like, I just have this little freak out. Like, should I be wearing these tights? Should I be wearing this little cropped jumper? Like, what are people thinking? People don't know how far I've come. They probably still just look at me and be like, oh, she's a bit chubby. And it's still really, really hard when you've kept that little mindset for so many years. Like, it's hard to break out of. And I'm not saying that you can just like switch a wire and you're like, oh my god, I'm like so hot and look at my body, because it's hard. Like, I've spoken to girls that have amazing figures that still work on themselves, like confidence wise and like mindset wise every day, because not everyone sees themselves to be the perfect person that other people see them as. So everyone is still trying to change, still trying to build themselves, and it's how you react to yourself, like, to how you do it. So I was a little bit surprised when, like, I found myself saying those things to myself, like, oh, like, I still look chunky in this, or rah, rah. Nowadays, like, I'm trying to preach to myself that, like, I need to embrace what I have now, and I need to love myself through, like, every single way that this needs to happen. I guess, like, the best thing for me is the one mantra that I have stuck in my head that helps me daily is, I'm way too far ahead to go back now. Like, there is no going back. I can't go backwards. It's just not going to happen. So I just want everyone to realize that things are only going to get better and better. I'm still going to be honest with you guys. I'm still going to share my ups and my downs, because nothing is perfect and nothing is easy. And I've said that enough now. So I feel like we're all on the same page. I've become so grateful for, the 200 people that have joined my page. Like I said from the beginning, I wasn't bothered whether people followed or not. I just wanted somewhere to document my every move and what I was doing, more so to hold myself accountable. And if I could make like one person inspired by that, or like, like want to get up and move the next day, like, then that's awesome. That's an added benefit for me. The fact that people will take the time out of their day to speak to me and send me beautiful messages and comment on my things, like, I can't even explain like how amazing it is. Like, the last few days I've just been inundated with amazing messages, people that I don't even know, telling me that they get up every morning and move because of me. They get up and they look at my page and they see what I'm doing for the day, and I get comments every day like, what's on the menu today? Like, people want to know these things, and that's awesome. But if I wasn't getting those messages, I'd still be going forward and pushing on, because that's the only direction that I can go in now. I just can't. Anyway, I've been positive. Everything that I'm saying is a positive, but I feel like I put a little bit of dampener on it. So I'm going to like break away from that now. Yes, that's so true, Jules. I'm like, it's perfect. Couldn't have said it any better myself. So Today I did something that I didn't think I was going to do for a little bit longer, but I've just had this urge. I don't know, I've just been saying that I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to wake up and I'm just going to do it. And this morning I woke up and I went down and I rejoined the gym. Like, I'm still, I don't know, a few people have asked me today, like, how do you feel? Are you excited? Are you nervous? And I'm like, I'm scared. I'm scared because I can't wait to see what my body's going to be capable of, but more so for the fact of how easy I can move now. Like, I've only lost like 16, almost 17 kilos. But the other night when I was doing that little workout, like, I said to Tim, I just can't believe how much easier I can move my body. And he goes, yeah, well, you've just lost like a small child. And I was like, yeah, like, it's when I went to Europe, my backpack literally weighed like just under 16 kilos. And I've lost more than that now. So to be like, it's just, I don't know, it's absolutely insane. But like, I'm so excited. So how am I feeling about it? Great. Nervous, excited, I guess. I got new sneakers, so that kind of, I know I get new sneakers every week, but this week's different. So I'm really excited to, go tomorrow morning and do a light workout and get my body moving to set me up for the day. And I know that I'm going to start sleeping even better as well, so that's going to be really cool. My plans. Well, this is where Jules comes into it. So, Julia Woodford is someone that I have followed on this vlog for a long time. Back when I only had like 10 followers on here, 3.5 years ago. And I just used to comment on her stuff because I love what she did in the gym. And like, I just was like, wow, like I love her body shape. I really love her body shape. And I know everyone's different, but if I can look half as good as her when I get to where I'm going, I will be fucking happy. So that's basically where Jules comes into it. Most of you know, because I posted on my Instagram the other day, that I entered a competition without realizing that I was entering a competition. I saw Jules post a picture of her pulling a really cute little face and with some products that she uses, and I just read the caption and it was like my post and like share your story or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to. For years, I would never have done that because I didn't want to seem like I was seeking attention or that I was trying to give a sob story and that I wanted people to speak to me. And I posted it with the intentions that it would just be there. Like, I didn't expect a reply. I didn't expect anyone to message me. Nothing. Like, I didn't really... Not that I didn't care, but I was like, you know what? Like, if she sees it, that's awesome. But I wanted her to know that I do see her stuff every day and that's a big kick for me because, like, she's from the same country as well. So it's nice to have someone that actually understands, because it's hard when you see all these amazing people and they're from, like, America and Europe and they just have the most kick-ass bodies and, like, you would try and talk to them but you would never get anything out of them. Like, you'd never get any direction or something. Anyway, so I remember, like, it was, like, my first night or my second night in Melbourne and I was, like, laying in bed and my phone bleeped and I looked at it and I was like, she just replied to me. Anyway, so I kind of like opened it up and I literally was just like, oh my God. And I was like, Tim, you need to look at this. And he's like, what? And I was like, that girl that I told you about, like that girl that I follow, the amazing one from Brisbane. I was like, the really hot one. I was like, she just replied to my, like, I was like, look what she wrote. And I just got so overexcited about it. And like, I was like, replied back, and then Jules replied back again, and then I replied back again. And he's like, oh my God, stop it. You're like a stalker. He's like, leave her alone. And I was like, no, I was like, you don't understand. Like, I was like, this is huge for me. Like, this is amazing. And then I just forgot about the rest of it. Like, my week was just amazing in Melbourne. It was so great. And I remember Jules posted a photo and she tagged it at, she was in a gym in Melbourne somewhere. And I was like, oh my God, she's in Melbourne. But it wasn't. It was an old photo that Jules posted and I got that now. Anyway, so basically it was just like amazing for me. And then I came back home on Sunday night. And I woke up Monday morning and it was like, you have a message from Jules. And I was like, no. Went back to sleep, woke up and was like, no, wow, I really do have a message. And I opened it and it was like pictures from a story. And I was half asleep and I'm trying to like grasp what's going on. And then so I checked her story and it was like, and the winner is, and it was like me. And I was like, just sat there holding my face and I was like, what the hell just happened? A, because I never win anything. But B, because I was like, holy crap, like, I just, out of, the amount of people that follow Jules and, like, the amount of people that posted their stories, and there was some amazing things on there, I was like, I obviously stood out for a reason, and I just, like, I couldn't appreciate it anymore. And like I said, it wasn't even the fact that I won anything, it was the fact that I've now, like, hopefully sparked this relationship with this amazing person that motivates me and inspires me on a daily basis without even knowing it. And like now I know that I can just send her a message and like she replies, and that's just the most amazing thing ever. So I'm really excited to like try some of those products and to help like push and get some more energy into my workouts, and you know, hopefully carry myself a little bit better. But I've also we'll be speaking to Jules over the next few days about hopefully getting some online coaching, so stay tuned for that. But at the moment, and you can actually go on her page as well and go on her website and download her free ebook, because she has like a free 2-week program. And I'm totally not plugging her, like this is what I'm doing and I'm sharing this with you guys. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the next 2 weeks. So I've printed it off, and basically it's 14 days worth of workouts. Most of them are body weight exercises, so you can even just do them at home. But I'm going to be focusing more on getting my fitness up and starting to do some weights so that I can start burning like the rest of that fat that's sort of hanging around and start building a little bit of muscle. Now, back when I was a personal trainer, I know my body just built muscle like crazy. So I don't think that will happen again. Because this time I'm going to do it properly. Like I really want to like read into what I'm doing and really focus on my nutrition to help obviously bring that you know, food down again. Sure. So, basically, I'm going to be doing this for 2 weeks. And as you can see, like I said, Jules is absolutely stunning. And I don't expect to look like that at the end of the 14 days. But obviously, it's going to help anyway. So, yeah, I guess, like, I'm really excited for some of the exercises. And like I said, the fact that I don't even have to use equipment. But, you know, like, I'm just really, really excited. Like, I printed it off and was like, oh my God, seriously, look at her. Like, amazing. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be focusing on. That's what my plan is. So I'm going to be doing that program. I do start my next round of protocol on the 9th of September, and you guys know that when I'm on that, I can't exercise. It'll just be like going for walks. So I'll utilize the gym because it's still going to be raining a bit. So I'm still going to go and just do like some light cardio, and just my yoga and stuff that I do anyway. But I really feel that because of how well I've done, I'm hoping that maybe if I do one round and get the same results again, like, that could be it for me, and I could just embark on my fitness journey and see wherever that takes me. Like, at the end of the day, I don't have a time limit. Like, I'm here for the long haul, and I just want to, like, everyone wants something to happen overnight, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, it's going to take me 12 months to 2 years, like, and I know that. As long as I'm going uphill but down on the scales and my body's changing to how I want it and need it to change, I'm fine with that. Like, I've come to terms with that now. Like, it's hard because at first, like, you do want things overnight, but the fact that I can look at my body now and look at my body in photos and go, holy shit, like, I have changed so much, that's enough for me. The messages I get from people pushing me and telling me that, you know, they want to do it and that they're going to get up tomorrow and do things as well, like, that's amazing. One of Jules's friends, Ange, who seen my post come up on her page, inboxed me the other day and was like, holy crap, like, where have you been all my life? She's like, she just said the most amazing things to me, and I was like, holy crap, like, that's really sweet, like, for someone that doesn't even know me, and this lady is, like, now motivated by me, which is fantastic. And basically, I told her about my YouTube channel and said, look, I know it's hard because you haven't been around the last couple of weeks, but go back if you get the chance, like, cleaning your house, put your headphones in, listen to my vlogs, and, like, you'll see that it hasn't all been peachy, like, it's, you know, crazy. And I woke up the next morning with a message from her saying that she just read my vlogs and she was, like, in awe and just, like, gave me the most beautiful message. And, like, I literally was sitting at work, like, and I had tears in my eyes because I was like, what has my life become? Like, I'm not complaining at all. I'm not complaining one little bit. But I'm literally just like, people are following me for motivation. People are following me to see what I'm doing, to see my changes. People are making my recipes and sending me photos of that, which is absolutely amazing. But, like, I just don't even know. Like, it literally just blows my mind. Like, it literally just completely blows my mind. So, yeah, I guess, like, I'm just excited to get going, excited to see what's going to happen over the next few months. Yeah, I just literally can't believe, like, how things are going. Like, I've, you know, spoken to a couple of people lately. Like, I'm I'm not going to say that I'm going to leave my job and become a personal trainer, because I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, like, someone said to me the other day, would you go back to it? A lot of people have asked me that over the last few years, and I was like, no way. Like, I'm not confident at all. Like, I would not want to step foot in a gym and try and train someone. But I did love it. And now that I'm coming through and sort of shining light within myself, I'm starting to realize that it did play a big aspect on my life. And it was only because I had my accident and broke all my bones, that sounded a little bit dramatic, but because I broke lots of things and tore lots of muscles, and then, you know, had the accident with my Achilles and stuff like that, I just never thought that I'd probably either A, have the opportunity, or B, have the strength and the confidence to get back and do that. But like, I don't know where the next year will take me. Like, I might decide to study online and do my refresher courses, you know, and obtain my certificates again. And then depending on how I go within myself, like, I might start taking it again. You know, I used to absolutely love it. I loved all my clients and stuff like that. I loved, you know, seeing the results. And like, I love the fact that you can help people in a way where you don't have to, you know, tell them that they need to do this and that they need to do that. Like, you can just be there for the ride. Like, I absolutely love that. And I mean, I kind of feel sorry for Jules. I'm like, I don't really think she knows what she's in for. But I'm glad to have finally found people and met people in my life, even if it is just virtually, that want to, you know, put time and effort into me. Even just replying to a message means like so much to me. Like, no one even understands that. But, you know, when you sit on the back burner for so long and you keep telling yourself no, and then all of a sudden you become what Tim calls me now, a yes man, I just, you know, it's crazy. Like, I know that my mind's changed. I know that things have changed. You know, it's just nice to have the support around you. So it's awesome. And I love that you guys get things out of it. So that makes it even better. But anyway, I'm probably going to like chop it off there soon. I am going to share something with you that I found this week, because something that I do at the end of my vlogs, and most of you know, is I give you a little affirmation. I still focus most days on telling myself that like, I'm healthy and I'm happy, I'm healthy and I'm happy. And that's like what I want to kind of get to. You know, hi Jodes, that's okay. And Britt as well. Thanks for joining. You can watch later anyway. Jules, your messages just literally gives me goosebumps like all the time. Like, I can't even. So I'm using this old little shitty phone for my notes because I keep losing things. Cool. So I found this thing today, and this definitely comes down under the whole like mindset and gratitude, positive reinforcement, and like basically like how you're going to play your game, like how you should do things. And it's kind of like a little rhyme. No, it's not. Basically it says, not every day is a good day, but show up anyway. And I think for me, that's what I do. If I know that I had a shit day at work the day before and I'm going to be absolutely backed up and loaded with things, like I still go to work, I still get up, I still cook my food, I still focus on my macros and what I'm supposed to be doing. Nothing can literally stop me now. And I know that I've got to put numero uno first. And I know like I've completely got that down packed now. Not everyone tells the truth, but trust anyway. I guess that one that you can kind of like take it as you want it and like decipher it however you want. But I guess at the end of the day, like I have met people that will say to me, oh, yeah, no, that looks fantastic on you. And then I'll see photos of myself like a week later and I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, why did I wear that? Like, I was literally spilling out of it. Tim is obviously like my biggest, like, he's like my biggest feat. Like, he'll watch me ponder around the house and try like 1,000 different things on, and then eventually he'll be like, why don't you wear the other one? And I'll go, because it looked terrible. And he'll go, no, what you're wearing now doesn't look the greatest. Like, go and put that one back on. Like, trust me. And he's just so funny, like how he tries to word it. He doesn't want to be offensive, but he's trying to say that like, I need to get my mind out of the fact that before I used to cover myself up because I was too afraid for people to see the real body shape that I have. You know, so now I'm wearing things that not like revealing, but I'll wear like a beautiful pair of tights that shapes me nicely with like a little crop jumper and like a singlet underneath. Or I'll wear like a really nice crop with just like a see-through shirt over the top and my tights. But I'm still constantly always like pulling my tights up, making sure my bits are tucked in. Like, I still get worried, but at the same time, it's like, you need to trust yourself before you can trust anyone. Like, if you can't trust yourself and what your brain is thinking, then like, I don't know, what are you even doing here, basically? Not everyone will love you back, but love anyway. That one's a bit cute. Like, it's definitely true. You're going to get people that you'll come across that won't like you. Like, I get people that, like, follow me on Instagram and then, like, all of a sudden they'll send me a message and ask me to join their program or do this and do that. You know, and they're like, oh, I speak to girls like you all the time. Like, I train girls in Perth and rah, rah, rah. But they're literally just doing it because I'm just another number. You know, and they're like, I love what you're doing. Like, keep it up, rah, rah. And it's amazing inspiration. But I'm not going to be rude about it and be like, stop wasting my time. Like, you know, I thank them for their beautiful messages and I'll leave it as that. Like, I'm just like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not here to, like, multi-level market or do anything like that. Like, I'm literally just here for my own ride, and that's just it. Which brings me to my last one. Not every game will be fair, but play anyway. And I guess that one there basically, like, you know, says it for itself. Some things are going to be easy for some people. Some things aren't going to be easy for the others. And at the end of the day, like, you just got to take it for what it is. And I guess for me, like, the biggest game that I'm playing at the moment is with my own mind. So to see what other people are saying and all the other negativity that's going around, like, I couldn't really give a shit, to be honest. Like, I'm just going to do me and keep going. And I don't know, I guess, like, God knows where we'll end up, but I'm pretty excited. Once again, I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I know it is quite late, so I'm really surprised by the amount of you that have dropped in and out. Jules, for you to even be on here tonight and be watching me is like I can't even explain it. Like, I literally have goosebumps, like, all over my body. Like, I almost stopped talking before and I never bloody stopped talking. So thank you so, so much. And thank you for all your amazing messages and all your support. You know, and just being an amazing person. Like, I know I've never met you and I bloody wish that this had all happened 6 weeks ago when I was going to Brisbane so that I could have met you and given you a big cuddle. But anyway, that'll happen one day. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And once again, I'm here, raw, unedited, and yours truly, and I will be here every single week. So thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you have, like, the most amazing week. Thank you, Mrs. Keefe. I can't wait to see you on the weekend. So I'm going strawberry picking on the weekend as well. Like, so excited. $8 for a huge box of strawberries. So probably going to turn into a strawberry soon. But anyway, who cares? So yeah, have a great weekend. Next week is, like, a week away to my birthday, so I might be, like, a little bit sad next week because I get really sad the week before my birthday. I love my birthday, but every week before, like, the week before, when I'm like, oh, another year older, I start freaking out thinking that I've missed out on things and I haven't reached certain goals in my life and I haven't done this. So this is going to be a bit of a funny one to see how I go because I've got a completely different mindset. So I just want to know, like, how I'm going to react. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go and do some yoga and some stretching now and get all my food prep done for tomorrow and the next day so I can get a good night's sleep and hit the gym in the morning. So thank you all so much. It means a lot to me and you all know that. And I will see you guys bright and early next week because I'm on the early shift. So we'll be on a little bit earlier at 7 o'clock. Have the best week ever and thank you all so much. Mwah.